Adams in YouTube land. Hope everybody's doing well. Today will be quite a bit different than usual, but that's what we do. We roll with the punches, we move forward, do the best we can to the best of our ability. On my way to get some coffee today since we got to be on the move. Duncan over by 41 here, and we're going to talk a little bit about this far away feel. We work our asses off, push, be so close and feel a million miles away. And I know I'm not the only one that falls into this. It's got to be this human tendency. Sometimes it's out of exhaustion, and others, I'm sure it's out of insecurity. We feel like we don't deserve it, so we push ourselves emotionally away from this thing that we could be right around the corner from. The reality is, a lot of times you don't realize how close we really are. It's hard to have that gauge from the inside. But, morning, James. I'm driving right now, brother. Gotta go meet a friend, do a little painty this morning. Meet him out in Central Square, so I figured I'd chat with you while we're driving, brother. Chat about that far away feeling. We'll come back to get you at any moment. We can be right there in this moment, feeling like we're on the ball, moving forward, and then the next one, this goal, no matter what it seems to be, can be so far in the distance that it's heartbreaking. But this feeling is an illusion. I think it's part of that whisper we've been discussing. But we'll figure that out once I get some coffee in my brain. Let's see. I can't welcome. Yeah. You're going to have to help me out with that today, James. I appreciate you very much. My amazing co-host, James. I'm sure Crank and MD will be in here soon. We'll answer any questions for you guys to the best of their ability as we move forward and do the next great thing today. We're just reflecting a little bit on my way to get some coffee. About this feeling, this far away feeling, this striving for something, and how we push so hard, and sometimes no matter how hard we push, it can seem a million miles away. Sometimes maybe it is. Maybe we won't get there. A lot of times, especially what we think, where we think we're going isn't exactly where we need to be or exactly where we're headed. So we're gonna. And pardon me, I gotta pop this door open because we all know we're in this shit car to order our food. Just give me 1 second, guys, and we get some coffee in us. Can I get an extra large hot coffee with oat milk and caramel swirl, and then bacon, egg, and cheese on an everything bagel? Add veggie cream cheese to that, please. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Joe. No, that'll be it. All right, thank you. All right, we'll get this together. Good morning, everybody. I appreciate everybody this morning. It's a little bit earlier, but we are on our way for a little bit painty. I'm glad that I ripped this door apart like a heathen so I could have the window up because it rained quite a bit last night. The other thing I did was I took the windshield wiper off the passenger side and put it on the driver's side so we could see, but I have to go. Sorry, guys. It's all right, brother. We appreciate you popping in. We appreciate all the hellos and appreciate just coming in and being together. So we're gonna chat. We're gonna get some coffee in my brain, and we're gonna chat a little bit about that feeling of feeling a million miles away. That feeling of hopeless, lost, brokenness that comes over us, no matter how close to the goal we are. Sometimes, it's a struggle. Such is life, right? Do we curl up in a ball and die? Sometimes. Am I going to hold that against you if that's what you end up doing today? No, but because I can't hold it against myself when I do that. But 1 second. Hello. Yes. How you holding up today?
Sorry?
How you doing today?
Doing all right.
Good. I'm holding up. Don't let anybody hand you their bullshit today. Being in customer service can be a pain in the ass, and we're here for you. You find yourself on YouTube, it's Traveling Scott. That little bunny there will take you there. We're actually on live right now. I do a coffee talk in my piece of shit camper car every morning where we give thanks, and we realize that people in pain want to hand you pain, but it's not yours. It's fucking theirs. Especially in customer service. You guys are doing amazing things here, and people want to hand you pain because it's easy. But what's up, everybody? Appreciate having you guys in. Mana. Who is sitting behind you? I don't think there's anybody sitting behind me, but good call. Appreciate you having my back. What's going on, Scott? How are you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good today there, Bling Bling. Just at the Dunkin' drive-through with the door open because there we go. You have a great day. A great day, she says. We says to each other as I drive off into the abyss. Oh yeah, that's the money. Come on, money now. Anyhow, I'm gonna stop for just a minute. We gotta get out to Central Square by 8, but we still got some time. Just wanted to stop, be here a little early with you guys, hang out. I'm not gonna focus on reading everything today because shit's crazy. But don't feel hey Brodus, what's up everybody? True Art, nice to see you. Good morning. Let me get some of this coffee in me. We're talking about that far away feeling, that inking, blanking, drinking feeling that makes us feel like we're a billion miles away from whatever we're working towards. It's a lie. Most of the time, maybe you are a billion miles away. I don't know. But we're trying to get into the solution this morning so we can push forward, go do a little painty with a good friend, help him out. And when I do help him out, I meet him at different places where it's convenient, and we drive off into the sunset. Central Square today is the meeting spot. I'll take a few. Did you say Central Square? I did, Joe. Central Square, New York. A housing of any, I suppose. I hope everybody's doing well out there. We'll get ourselves prepped and ready and give thanks. Be appreciative. The people at Dunkin' deserve to hear that. That young person is probably going to go through a lot today, taking people's bullshit, because it's so easy to take that pain out on these people, the server or the drive-through attendant. And I'm not saying that I've ever done this, and maybe I have inadvertently, but people do it. I've been in their scenario, and it's horrendous, and we deserve to, I liked the Syracuse for 4 years. Awesome. Joe, I've been in Kirkville for a while now. Syracuse, the nation, Glasgow. Got myself a sandwich this morning, so I'd have something just in case Brandos is feeling irritable and doesn't want to stop at the store. Prep yourself up. Get yourself ready for the day, especially when you're going to do something. Take care of yourself. Feed yourself. I will not be doing so at this very moment, but that sandwich will be there for me. Do you suffer from depression or anxiety? Both, my friend, both. Anxiety and depression is a bitch. I think that it has a lot to do, that feeling that we're talking about this morning about how far away things can feel. Maybe it has a lot to do with that. Maybe I'm not sure if this is something that a neurotypical human being can understand. But I'm pretty sure it is. We all work hard towards things. We all strive, and that anxiety and that depression is a real thing, but it can't be a defining factor on how we live. I hope that depression does not exist. Well, good for you. I'm glad you believe that. You're going to be taught a valuable lesson one day, my friend, and it's going to hurt. So I'm praying for you. Please don't be so certain about things. Open your heart and your mind. You could say back pain doesn't hurt because you've never felt it. Okay? Now, wait, have you ever been through a traumatic moment? Have you ever been so broken and lost everything in the world that means anything to you? Your father, your brothers, your mother, your aunt, your grandfather, countless friends. You ever been left alone and broken, and despite how much you're trying to hand love out into the world, you just become crushed? If you have and you still felt good about yourself, feel free to tell me that depression doesn't exist, my friend. I don't, this is a real thing that affects people in a real way. And I'm not saying that there's nothing we can do about it. I'm saying the exact opposite, my friends. I'm saying that through spiritual alchemy, through this 1% closer to a better thing for ourselves, we can find our way out of this mindset that consumes us. And if you've never felt depression, of course you don't think it exists. Of course, I've never, when I was a child, my back never hurt. Thought my mom was full of shit. Oh, come on. Yeah, and then throw your back out one time and you'll understand. I'm sorry, I can't really, it's dark this morning and whatnot. I'm trying to see this stuff. But you are welcome to your opinion. I strongly suggest against saying something that maybe you don't understand, because Creator has a way to teach us. I know this and I know that. I'll never go back here. I'll never do this again. Those are dangerous words. This thing doesn't exist. These are very dangerous words. It'll come back to roost on you. It'll come back at you, and you'll learn that lesson of what exists and what doesn't exist, my friend. If you lose everything in your life and tell me that you don't feel depression, you're not human. It's natural and okay to feel this way when you go through certain things, and sometimes it's a natural state to feel this. Whatever you're feeling, whatever way you're getting pulled this morning, it's natural to feel that way. We're gonna head out towards this. Let's chill for a little bit. We still got quite a bit of time. I started a little bit early today. I'm kidding. Oh, he said I'm kidding. Okay, you got me there. Do you self-medicate? I do, through spiritual, musical medicine, through meditation, through reflection, through what we're doing here right now is a big medicine for me. To express myself in a way that I can feel heard and appreciated helps me. And there's times I can't express myself through this angst and this pain. But it's okay. It's okay because I'm exactly where I need to be, despite where I think I should be. Like and sub. I think James is on the right idea. If you double tap that screen, your fingers won't fall off. Maybe we can come together and figure out a way out for our brothers and sisters out there. The ones going through depression and anxiety, the ones that don't understand it, because you might have been joking, but there's people out there that really believe that really believe that this mindset isn't a thing because they've never felt it. And that's a horrible thing. I mean, that's how far away it is for people. When it's and then here's another thing about that concept. When things are farther away from us, they seem impossible. Like even that, anxiety. I've never felt that. That doesn't exist. I've never had my back hurt. I don't get it. I've never felt sick. So I look at this person ill and I don't understand. Get up and just do it. Just push through, right? It's an easy thing to say if you've never been in pain, and it's a tragic place to be if you're there. And I'm feeling for you. If anybody's out there hurting or in pain, that's why we do this in the morning, to come together in love and respect and appreciation without judgment, so that we can find a sense of center and appreciation in ourselves for whatever mindset we find ourselves in. Whatever mindset you find yourself in today, be respectful and appreciative about it. It's a painful place. You don't have to manifest this destiny of amazingness right in this moment when you're in a broken place. But if you want to be in a better place, 1% better is okay. One little thought of positivity and one less thought of negativity will help us to find our way out of this depression, anxiety, grief, loss, pain, or whatever, labels and words whoever might put on it for you. Okay, brother. Okay, coffee talk with Traveling Scott. Yes, sir. We're starting our day off right to the best of our ability. That's all we can do. I'm still getting some coffee in me today. We didn't get the French press rolling because I was just wanting to get moving and get things rolling. We do know our role here every morning, which, if it's a game that we developed together, not asking for nothing. Everybody sees the cardboard sign and gets offended and doesn't realize that we came up with a game together to spread appreciation for you taking the chance and rolling the dice. For you to roll the dice in life means to take a chance, so we roll the dice together here most days. Today we won't be, because we'll be headed to Central Square in a few minutes, I suppose. But I figure since we got a good signal here, I don't know how it's going to work. Maybe we'll just hang out for a little bit. We don't have to meet randos until 8. How much clothing do you have? Clothes do you have? Too much, man. I got to get rid of some. This, with all the painty all over, it's my work stuff. Roll them dice. You want me to roll that beautiful blue finish, Joe? Feel free to triple click that like button till your fingers fall off. Let us know how that feels. And all right, we'll roll for you, Joe. And that's way outside. We're not even playing the game. But since Joe's so adamant, you got an 8, Joe. Take that into your life, and do whatever you will with it. Know your role. Yes. Know your role is something that I take pride in because as a group we came up with together. This is something that signifies taking the chance and rolling the dice in life. When you don't win all the time. With us here, you get onto the Sea of Champions and then onto the Galactic Avenger by getting a double or a 10. There's a few other ways to extend rolls and nominate and stuff like that. But that's life. There's only a couple true, every time you roll the dice, there's a small percent chance that you're going to win or get what you want out of it. There's a bigger chance that you're going to be so far away from what you want that it's going to be soul crushing. But we get to decide in this moment how we're going to handle that crush. This feeling of being right on the precipice, or we could be just a millimeter away from it. And it can feel a million miles away. That's the premise today. I was trying to nail down this feeling yesterday because I was starting to feel this way. But it's okay. It's okay to feel whatever you're feeling in any given moment. It all makes sense. It all has purpose, and we're in this together. It might not seem like it makes any difference. It might not, of course, pain doesn't seem like it has value, but especially this kind of pain if we're expressing ourselves and communicating. If someone you love is out there, Jerky, I can't see who the J something, Jedi, what the fuck? Jedi J, is that what it says? Jedi J. We'll roll for you. I noticed her. We're not necessarily playing today. That's a 9. I'll give you 2 because you got a cool name. And 4. Thank you for taking the chance, Jedi J. Move forward, do the next right thing for yourself. I will roll the dice a few times here for you guys. Watch Country Boro. Sure, roll the Jedi D. We did. No, roll 1 for me. You got to do the thing, say the thing, or do the thing, then say the thing. Like, subscribe, comment. If we're going to play Know Your Role, we're going to play it right. Double tap that screen, triple lock, double tap that screen, and then tell me what you did. And then we'll roll it for you, my brother. Riz God. The Riz God. We need a little Riz around here, Riz God, as we push forward and do the next right thing for ourselves. A little Riz would be nice this morning. But feel free to do the thing, then say the thing in comments, and I'll totally roll for you. Here in the next few minutes, we'll be doing some rolling. Don't worry about it. And then I got to get to driving. Liked. Awesome, Riz. Do me a favor, share. And or give us a quote. 7, Rizzle my dizzle. There's a 9er, which is nothing. And you know what, Riz? We're going to give you another one just for good faith, because sometimes life throws in a bonus. And then, bam, there's the deuce of the deuce, and absolutely not, because I'm running my mouth and not my mind. It is a foe and foe, my Rizzle. But yeah, thanks, Riz. We appreciate you coming in today, kicking ass, man. We appreciate you coming in and doing the next right thing for yourself. Rizzle my dizzle, the Riz God. Rizzle for shizzle, Riz God. Now I'll put you into the Sea of Champions, and we'll go on to the outside of the Galactic Avenger. We aren't reading every comment today. Yes, the God of Riz. Ludo game. And Ludo, yes. What's that mean? Like Ludo, like from the Labyrinth? He was pretty fucking sweet. Is it that cool? It's cool as Ludo? We appreciate you. We appreciate you accepting our game for what it is, and accepting that feeling of being so far away, no matter how hard we've worked and how close we are. We're in this shit show together, guys. And this morning, despite the rain, despite my window, despite the light, despite no power steering fluid, we're going to push forward and push this piece of crap to exactly where we need to be. And I don't mean to talk shit about the Galactic Avenger. She's gotten us there and back 1,000 times, and she may just keep getting us there and back 1,000 more. No spam. Yeah, you guys got this. Ludo. Yes. We'll play the game, brother. Back in 90, there are nothing in Central Square. They ain't shit in Central Square now. I mean, there's a Walmart, Mickey Drizzles, a Burger Dizzle. And you know what they did have there the last time? There were some school buses. Maybe we get there a few minutes early and we could check out this place that had a couple school buses. I wonder if they're still there. Now, they're from a dealership, so they're crazy expensive compared to what we're going to look at through all surplus. But we could check them out. Was there a church in some houses. Yeah, there's a church and some houses out there. There's church and dude, believe there's a church and houses everywhere. DYI, good morning, DYI. Crew is in celebrating wife's birthday today. Awesome. Well, happy birthday to your wife there, my Dizzle McJizzle, McDrizzle Zizzle. DYI, doing it yourself. You must have an awesome wife. A little bit different today. There was no Walmart. Well, there's definitely a Walmart now, my friend. Wherever you go, wherever you'll be, there will be a fucking Walmart. So if you're traveling across the country, you need a place to sleep. They don't bust your balls. There at Waldo. I hope you find compassion, love, and respect in your heart today. As I reflect on this feeling that I was feeling so deeply last night for a brief moment of how far away this concept feels, how I feel like I'm never going to get there, even though I've just defined this thing that I'm searching for. Keep track of the time here. We'll give it like another 10 min. We'll get there a little bit early up there. There was no Waldo, he says. Well, no Waldo, he says. And it's fun hero. My man's having the fun here. We're having a blast, brother. We come in, we do the best we can, SU. You from Syracuse? Or you're not from Syracuse. We're getting ready for in the day. And now here's the thing. Now it's going to sound cheesy. You can bear with me. Spiritual alchemy is a real thing. It's where we take whatever's going on in this world and we manifest a positive outlook on it inside of our heart. It's not jumping from here, anxiety, pain, grief, regret, to like blissfulness. You know what I'm saying? That's not possible. But you can go from that anxiety, that pinging, that stress, that far away feeling to just a little bit less by taking a breath and realizing that you have the earth beneath your feet. You take another breath and realize that the sky above your head was a gift given to you, and this coffee in my lap, or the bridge you're sleeping under, or the vehicle that you live in is a blessing. Because there is, no matter what situation you're in, there is a worse off situation, my friends. And I'm not saying that to diminish anybody's situation. I'm saying that to enhance your situation where you are. We all lose track of what we have when it becomes readily available. And then, this thing that we're striving for always seems so far away, and then we get it. And then it becomes one of those things when it's regular, relative, and loved and liked. Okay, Dustin, I can't see. Dustin, I think is what it says. It's hard for me to see. Are you a pastor? No, I'm not a pastor at all, dude. My spiritual belief is with the traditional teachings to this, but I'm an open heart. I only say that because my father was a proud Native American man, this man that took me in and gave me everything. 8 is not. I will give you another one. 5. The dice are frozen cold today, and I appreciate you liking and comment. Give us a quote while we're still chilling. I guess in certain sense we're all pastors. We're all spreading something, but what are you going to spread? I spread this understanding of a God of your understanding, this understanding of love and appreciation despite the color of your socks, despite what denomination you call yourself, despite, the world around you and how it might persecute you for how you feel. You feel exactly how you're supposed to feel today. I believe that 110%. Creator's with you, and whatever word you put on it. Does that make me a pastor? I don't know. I do have a kind, loving heart that wants to help people understand they're not alone. Yes, very much so. I want you to know that you're not alone. I want you to know that far away feeling. I can't read it's sir. WYF, sir. What's that mean? What's WYF mean? I have this like mental block with aneurysms. What the hell's the word? Whatever the word is. Acronyms. Where are you from, sir? Where am I from? Right now, that's a tricky question, too. I grew up in the inner city as a small young man. My mom got us out of there into Bridgeport, for a few years. But you can't run away from who you are. So the pain still mounted and grew in this sense of rejection and lack of home there. Had me striving for something more, and I found brothers that moved out to their fathers in the Onondaga Nation at 15, and I kind of just went out there and spent a lot of time there with this understanding that at any moment I could have been pushed out. But that was my home for the longest time. If I had to pick a home and where I'm from, I'd love to say Al's house. this serenity, this place of love, that I was always kind of on the outside looking in, and I got to realize that it was exactly what it needed to be. I got to spend time in the garden and mow the lawn, and I was given faith and love and understanding. Where are you from, my friend? SU? Are you from Syracuse? Give respect and appreciation for these things. Be open and honest and loving is the best we can do. Love and respect from India. Yes, we appreciate you from India. SU. We hope to visit your beautiful country one day. We're going to explore this country first, hence traveling Scott. Right now, we're getting up and doing what needs to be done so we can pile a couple dollars up and get down to Sally's and do the next right thing. She's got a lot of work there that needs to be done. Do you live in your car? I don't live in my car. Well, right at the moment, I don't. I do have a home, this physical place that I bought and I'm working on. But for the last few months, I've lived in my car, the Galactic Avenger here. Might not look like much at the moment, but the seats are ripped out. It's kind of trash back there. There's an ice cream stand thing back there because I'm impulsive. I wanted to buy that for this food truck I got. Actually, I bought it a while ago for a friend of mine, and I was helping her clean out her thing yesterday, and she was like, didn't have the space for it. And I've got a in the food truck at my stepmom's house that I have that I'm working on. There's a cooler unit that I could use that in, so I took that. But I got a foam mattress that goes back there. I built this bench here where the passenger seat used to be, and I do travel across the country doing the next right thing. Homeless is a huge thing. I have many homes now. I realize I was striving for this sense of home for a long time. Even in this place, this physical place that should be what it is, right? I have this thing, and I had a bunny, and it took this place, and I made it something that it wasn't, and I'm still working on it, and it's supposed to be home, right? But I never had that feeling ever since I lost my brother and fathers. That was my home, despite the fact of who I am and where I was, that was my home. And I've been striving for this sense for some time now, wanting to go home. That's what I have this aching feeling. I don't even know what that means. What does it mean? I can't go home. Al's house doesn't really exist anymore. He's no longer there, and it's not his. And I'm not welcome the way that I was welcome, because I am a sucking white guy, as my brothers would say. But that doesn't mean that I can't strive for it. I put it out there in the universe, and I took off again here a couple months ago. And the first stop I found a sense of home with Eleanor and Sonia. To be fed and to be loved and to have a conversation. That's what made Al's house home. That's what made my father's house home for me, this man that took me in. And I strive to find that again for myself. But I have to define what that means, and I have to be open-hearted, because this place I have is no home to me. It's a very, like anything else, it's very simple, very complicated. Thanks, James. We appreciate you guys. And I'm sorry I'm not reading everything today. It's hard for me to see what's going on here this morning. I need glasses, and it's like dim, and but we're going to have our coffee, and we're going to meditate on all these things today before we go in and meet Rando Calrissian. Yes, his name is Rando Calrissian, and I don't know if he's as cool as Orlando Bloom or Orlando, Florida, but Orlando Calrissian maybe. I strive to be a positive light in this world and help people understand that home is where you make it. Home is this place of comfort, love, and respect. And I found home at Sally's, this very amazing woman who's become family, who I've been able to donate time to help, and how, her son was able to finance the first trip to her house to help alleviate all these things that are going on at her house. And we strive to go back there. I strive to push forward and have love and respect in my heart, and find a home of my own. Right now, that home is on the road. I don't feel at home. I feel more at home sleeping in my camper car in Walmart parking lot, getting up, going to waterfalls, checking out the Parthenon in Tennessee, spreading love and appreciation and joy, and letting Creator take me exactly where I need to be. I feel like that's my home. I know that's my home for right now. Opening my heart to a home base, Hopefully the compound. Rob from Misled Utopia's got some work out there. Hopefully we can work that out and get out there and make that a home. It felt like home when we were out there a while back. And there's a lot of work to be done out there. And I'd love to have a little home base in the middle of the woods where we can do and build amazing things. And I could take you along for the adventure. But this is just the beginning of the shit show, guys. I'm still trying to figure out the YouTube thing. As you can tell, it's evolved in my long forms, and I'm slowly getting better at that. The shorts I think have evolved immensely, and I love doing them, but they don't count towards watch hours. And I'm absolutely enjoying this over the last month, gathering friends and fellow travelers who want to be along for the journey, who are searching for that sense of home. We're going to find it together, my brothers and sisters. Roll your will. Wait, what? Hope you are all well. We do hope you're all well. Shashara, S-A-S, Shasha, who looks after the rabbit when you're looking for the next right thing. So my father had a nurse when he was ill, and his name was Mike. And he healed my father in the most amazing way before certain things happened where he was taken away from my father that I didn't agree with. Because he wasn't my biological father, I had no bearing over this. But this great man, Mike, found himself in a situation where he was looking for a home, and that made me value what I have, this thing that I don't value there. And he takes care of Bun Bun when I'm near it. So Bun Bun's got a nurse to take care of him, and we take care of Mike, who took care of my father by giving him a place to be and be comfortable, 2 days in a row, because he is from the Onondaga Nation, and things are complicated with paperwork and his understanding of things, so we can't have him living there without, those things, I guess. But he comes when he comes and stays a couple days, takes care of Bun Bun, gives him a safe place to be for a little bit, visits with us, and then he goes and does his thing, so that we can fall within the parameters of what's okay with him being where I'm at. Because I do live in a trailer park. My home is a trailer with an addition built on the side, completely gutted and remodeled, a 10 by 16 bathroom I built with my own two hands. So we have to follow the rules to the best of our ability, but Mike does take very good care of Bun Bun when I'm on the road. Now, the reality of it is, excuse me very much, guys, I apologize for this. Yeah, we're looking to push forward and get a school bus or a van. I couldn't really take Bun Bun in this. It'd be actually horrendous. But if I can get a school bus on this all surplus maybe, or maybe something will fall into my lap, then we can take Bun Bun with us on the road, build him a little living situation, me a little living situation, have the tools we need to truly help people, spread love, hope, and appreciation. What time we're looking at? Just a little after 7. We could kill a couple more minutes here. Rabbit is, here's the thing. I always thought rodent, right? Like a rabbit, like whatever. But Bun Bun was a rescue case who rescued me without a doubt, despite how much pain he's been in. Bun Bun went through a lot. When I first put my hand in that cage and he slapped me with his fluffy little paws, I said, that's the little son bitch I want. Lady said, he's already returned for being aggressive. Fuck it, I feel like I've been returned for being aggressive, so at points in my life. So you give me that little guy. And I took him home, and he didn't want nothing to do with it. And, he was scared and broken for the longest time. But over the last few years, he's figured out that I love his little face. And we are best friends. He has full reign of the house. He fucks with me. He doesn't chew on nothing until he wants attention. He'll bring something over and chew on it in front of me to get me to chase his little ass and smack him around and beat his little ass. And he's so funny, dude. He's such a funny little guy, and he saved my life. So pets are amazing. My Bun Bun is the chunkiest little Bun Bun, and he's got his own playlist in my playlist. So check it out. You can meet Bun Bun. This light in my life, this savior of beauty and grace that came along just at the right time. We found each other when we needed each other. He was returned back, and whoever said he was aggressive, yeah, he might have been aggressive. Someone hurt that little guy, just like someone hurt me, just like someone hurt you. And we could be aggressive about it. It takes love to cure that pain, and it takes time to accept that love. Bun Bun wanted nothing to can do with me. Now, if I don't pay attention to him, he drags shit over and chews it in front of me until I beat his little ass, which means just chase him around, tickle his little belly. He's a cute little bastard. Push thing. Yes. When they throw furries, yes, yeah. He'll come up and he'll nudge me and jab me and shit. He'll be like, pay attention to me, Pappy. Or he'll sit there when he lays down flat on the ground. I know he wants me to love his little brain. He's absolutely adorable, and I can't wait till we can travel with him. But it's right now we're in the Galactic Avenger. It's falling apart slowly, despite my attempts to hold it together with duct tape and love. Uh, there's not enough room in this little car to have a bunny. Not even, no fucking way am I dealing with that. I thought about it. I thought about just throwing him in the car and being like, fuck skit, but that's going to get real hectic real quick. I don't even know where I'd put his bathroom, MD. Oh, she's scared. Now she's happy. That's what we do. We rescue each other. And I'm sure that dog rescued you as much as you rescued her, MD. And that's a beautiful thing. Just like me and the Swedish little bun. Well, you stick around for the shit show, guys. It's going to be a little different today. We got to meet our friend at 8 o'clock. So we're going to have to leave here in just a few minutes. And we're going to drive. I'll leave you on. Hopefully it'll whatever. And we'll reflect about this far away feeling. And the crazy thing about that far away feeling is right before we turn the corner and get there, most of the time we feel the farthest away. And I don't know if that's because of my insecurities and my lack of whatever, my fear of success, but I've realized that I feel like so far away and like right on this precipice, but a million miles away. And I've been working so hard for this thing, and maybe part of me feels like I don't deserve it, and I strive, but we got to strive through all that whisper, that painful ache that takes us to a place that we don't deserve to be. Does it write well, this pen? Yeah, it writes pretty good, buddy. If you want to roll the dice, we got a couple more minutes. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. Do it anyway if you're looking to do the next right thing, because it'll help us spread this message of appreciation, love, and respect. We have some friends that live in their car. I don't want to blow up their spot, but they come in every morning and they give praise. We're going to be 1% better because of it. Are you Irish, brah? I may be just a tiny bit Irish there, brother. We do want to go to Ireland. We got a friend in Scotland now. I'm not sure. I've always considered myself a mutt. My mother was adopted by my grandmother. My biological family is whatever, and then my adopted family is whatever. Besides the gams, and anybody who matters is on their journey, and the rest of them see me in this light. No matter how hard I try to do the next right thing, and so I got to let that go. So, it doesn't matter to me. It didn't matter to me, my father, what color I was, as long as I did as long as I followed what he would say, our beliefs, how we do things, Scotty. This is how we handle things. And it's so funny. Like, he taught me a few words, and he was so colorblind, man. It was amazing, because he would get at me like, that's not how you say it. You're saying it like a white guy. Like, the fuck you want me to do? I'm a sucking white guy. I don't know. I'm saying it the best I can. And he'd fucking laugh. You'd see the realization in him. Like, oh, shit. Of course you're saying it like a white guy. You're a white guy. Maybe I'm Irish. Maybe I'm whatever. Maybe it doesn't matter. What matters is love, appreciation, respect, and hope. And that's what How and Nancy taught me. Dude is going off, brother. I usually do in the morning. It's trying to spread hope, love, appreciation, have some true insight for my brothers and sisters to weather the pain, the anxiety, the grief, the whisper that pulls us down. We don't deserve to be in this place that this darkness is pulling us to. No matter how much we've been preconditioned to realize or to think we deserve this place, this pain, this lostness. That's part of this far away feeling, part of this grasping for something that might be right there, but it might as well be a million miles away. And what's the point? That comes right before the sun shines. The darkest moment is right before the horizon begins to glow with the light and love of the sun. And we have to realize that if you're in a dark moment, it's okay. We're in this together. You don't have to keep digging that fucking hole. Trust me, man. Stop. Put the shovel down. Take a breath and realize that we're in this shit show together this morning. Purple, you're welcome. Are you a painter? At times, yes. I take painting as one of the things I've really dug into. I'm a master of that, I would say, compared to anything else. But I'm a jack of all trades. I like to build things. I like to create. I like to bring things to fruition into this reality that help people. I've built some decks, and I've done this and that. But this morning, yes, I am a painter. If you cannot tell, we're going to do some painting with my boy Rando Calrissian and help him out with some things. Randy Chronic Seed, I guess you could call him. He likes that one too. I'm going to finish my smoke here this morning. Get another one rolled for the road. And then we got about a half-hour drive to Central Square from where I'm at to meet our brother. And I'm not sure how the signal is going to be, but if you guys hold on, that would be very appreciated. Stick around for a while. You know, have a good conversation. Once I get rolling, I won't be able to read anybody's stuff. But are you Irish, Italian? Just a random guess. I'm not sure. We'll have to, you know, the ancestry thing seems cool. We'll check that out sometime. I don't dig too much into that because I feel like the color of our skin, you know, is just as important as the color of our socks. That was something that I was taught by Hawanase. This beautiful understanding that we're all God's children, and the God of your understanding, you know, is a beautiful thing. We're not put here to condemn or push anything on anybody. We're put here to shed light into this world through the pain and anguish that we feel, striving to be a better human being. You know, you want to take that to a place and be the hero and do the best you can, and despite the pain, then I commend you. If you find your place, find a spot where you're in so much pain that you become the villain, I've been there. And it's hard to pull away from that. But know that spreading pain doesn't heal pain. You know, an eye for an eye leaves the world blind. Now, in certain aspects, eye for an eye. Wood chipper 2024, as my bro JD would say out there. You know, because we are the righteous hand of God. I believe that as well. You know, to be a good man, you can't stand idly by and do nothing when tyranny is involved. You must stand strong. And that doesn't mean be, you know, William Wallace and take on the king by yourself. But it means, you know, these little small things that add up to a change in the world. This ripple of love that grows into a tsunami because you hand it off and hand it off and hand it off. And that pain can turn into a tsunami too, because we hand off whatever we're given. No more boulders of pain. You know, the love and appreciation and acceptance is so much lighter, even though it's a hard pill to swallow. Trust me. You know, when I say this from my heart, from a place of compassion, because the pain I've been through, the pain that I wish to alleviate in the hearts of my brothers and sisters out there through this traveling and understanding and spreading my father's love and this beautiful Native American understanding of appreciation, love, and respect for Mother Earth, for ourselves, our family, our community, in that order, and the responsibility and grace and love that comes along with it. It says closer to 35. I need to hear this morning. Thank you. We need you to be here. That's forgotten. You're not forgotten. You're here with us and we love you. You're exactly where you need to be, how Anase would say. Feel free to stick around for a while. Become part of the hurdle turd. The turtle herd. Oh my God. Oh God. That's what Crank is nominated as, the turtle herd. You know, I would say, fellow travelers, if you decide to subscribe, you can be along for the journey, see some epic, amazing places that we've found together. In the shorts there, and also in the long form. Ruby Falls is an absolute amazing place. It's a hell of an adventure to take. It's the first video that I am still very proud of in my growth here on YouTube, where we could check out these caverns right in Tennessee, outside of Georgia. They're absolutely amazing, and it comes along with an epic story of change and growth. So check that out. Ruby Falls was absolutely amazing. You won't regret you know, hearing the story and seeing this amazing place and spending time with me and my sister as we reconnect after a lifetime of you know, anguish that we've both been through. My biological little sister, you know, this amazing human being that I love so deeply, who's human, who's broken, who has her fallacies, and we love her for all of that. You know, her preconceived notions and her ability to, you know, all of our ability to allow that trauma and pain to consume us. Afternoon today, Quito, Westwood football. Good, awesome, Stubby. We appreciate you sharing that medicine. You know, sports or art or music. These can all be medicine, and we're all different human beings, so the medicine's different for all of us in any given moment, at any time. You got to start rolling the Central Square to make sure we're on time, and I hope that the signal holds out. Okay, that's shut. And we hope that this one headlight doesn't get us pulled over. It doesn't seem like it's raining too much anymore. Maybe we can get away with not having the lights on. Ooh, there we go. Give it a little oomph. And some days, you know, you got to struggle through. It sucks there's no power steering fluid, but I'm going to get my side. I decided to be out of that cycle of giving a shit, you know, and putting the little extra effort in versus it's all time versus money, right? I can keep putting money into the power steering and make it easier on myself. But I'd rather put that money towards doing the next right thing. I'd rather put that money towards finding love, compassion, and hope in my heart. And we got to go 41 north, right? Yes, 41 north. I'm tripping sometimes. We take that 41 north way up to Central Square. And we'll meet our brother up there this morning, help him out with some stuff. Stick around for a while. We're going to spread hope and love and appreciation. I won't be able to read your comments the way that I wish I could read them, but James will be there for you. MD's here for you. Our amazing co-hosts with the most that spread love and appreciation with me every single morning. Amazing human beings that I'm happy to have with me on this journey of love and acceptance, despite how far away that might feel sometimes. You know, despite how people might not understand the pain you're going through, especially when it comes to this thing inside our mind. This thing, and if you don't understand it, that's okay. Oh God, you're a blessed human being if you don't think anxiety exists, if you don't understand depression. You know, you take that blessing from me in this moment and understand and give thanks for it. Because if you don't, the world has a way of teaching us these lessons. You know, you don't need to learn that lesson. Learn it from me right now, that it's a real thing and that people deserve compassion, or the world will teach you in a very dramatic way that anxiety, stress, and grief is real. It's real, and if you know, we got to learn this lesson and move forward through it. There's tests in every moment, and yeah, it's a little loud in here because I don't have a door panel and I can see the road flying by. The old black Avenger down there. Yeah, the headlight might be out. I had to swap over the passenger windshield wiper to the whatever one this morning so I can see. But these are just small obstacles that aren't going to hold us back today. We're going to push forward, go help out a friend, put a couple more dollars towards the next right thing to the best of my ability, because everything's time versus money. And I want to get back to help Sally out. We have some amazing ideas to spread hope and love as we travel across the country, but this is still in its infancy. You know, we're still growing. We're still striving to become monetized, whatever that might mean. I don't even know. It's just it's a goal that we've decided that we need in our lives. And you know, despite that, touching hearts in the morning is a big thing for me. Having our coffee together, spreading hope, love, and appreciation, you know, it's a very medical thing for me. Without this morning, I could find myself in a very dark and broken place. And I hope that if you're starting to listen to that whisper and everything feels a million miles away, that you found yourself here this morning, so that we can push forward as brothers and sisters, as caring, loving individuals, to grow and become something more. Because as we push forward through the storm, we get through it quicker. You know, and we do this together through hope, love, and appreciation and compassion. You know, these tools that I've been given by a great man that have allowed me to heal in a way that I didn't think was possible. Because, you know, I grew up in a world, if you don't think anxiety and depression exist, I grew up in a world saturated by this, and that's all that existed. You know, paycheck to paycheck, and what can I do today to numb the pain? And, you know, living in this moment can be a beautiful thing, but I grew up surrounded by people living in this moment in a way that wasn't good for them. And I wouldn't have known any better if I didn't open my heart and really strive to become something more. If I, you know, without a God of my understanding, I knew that there was something more than this abyss of pain that I came from. And through that hope, I was given brothers, true brothers that stood their ground against tyranny to keep me safe in a way that you wouldn't can believe. Literally put their lives on the line. You know, this scenario came up the other day, talking to a friend, and it made me realize what love is. You know, do you have anybody who will stand against the darkness with you, for you? Do you have anybody who will put their life on the line, knowing that they can walk away and be safe, but you die? And they say no. My brothers did that for me against a herd of people that were going to kill me because of the color of my skin and where I was, because I listened to somebody that told me I'd be safe. You know, don't go out on the res and party if you're anything but native. You probably shouldn't do that on the res if you're native, because even those ones get there's a few years back, someone came to visit from another nation, got beaten to death out there in the shenanigans. And I got put in that scenario as a young man with my brothers, and another young man from the nation came down to my brother's house and said, hey, Scotty's a great guy, and he, we don't have to worry, I got his back. Let's just go down. We're gonna have some laughs, man. He's always so funny. Let's just go have a good time, boys. I won't let nothing happen to Scotty. Yeah, until that same individual got hammered and decided he wanted to take his pain out on a white guy and pointed me out in the midst of this party and turned everybody against me. And then I was standing there, which felt like the most loneliest moment of my life, preparing to die, facing a group of human beings that wanted to kill me because of the color of my skin. And my brothers wouldn't have it. In that moment, despite the words we had already said to each other, they acknowledged their brotherhood by standing against this darkness and this fear with me in that moment. Rob and Steve stood right in front of me. No, we won't let it happen. Steve and Rob, just get out of here. And they said, no, we're gonna fucking kill you all then. And Rob and Steve said, you're gonna have to fucking kill us all. In that moment, I felt more accepted and more loved than I'd ever felt in my life. And we would have took them all on and we would have went down together. That's what love is. And when that love leaves this world, it can be a painful thing, But in this moment, I take that pain, and through spiritual alchemy, I turn it into something more, and I recognize that moment of compassion and true love that my brothers had for me. Because I'd be dead, and I'd be buried out on the res somewhere, and who would give a shit? Some 16, 17-year-old little white punk that no one cared about, Besides my brothers who stood against the darkness, and Rob looked me right in the eyes and said, now you turn around and walk away, we got this. And I turned around and started walking. They ran up, and I heard Rob telling them what the fuck the deal was, and how this wasn't happening. And then they would have to kill all of us. And, in a very aggressive way. Rob was our protector. He was the wolf. And, and then they caught up with me, and we walked back to the house together, man. And it was this beautiful moment. It was, dark and broken and real. And, that walk home down the res in the dark was the most beautiful moment of my life. To be able to share with my brothers and sisters this epic climax of our brotherhood that made me realize that I'm not alone, that I have a home. And now that they've left this world, I strive to find that home. I strive to give that sense of love and compassion to the world. I strive to be the light that stands against the darkness for you, my brothers and sisters. Because that wave is coming. And when it comes hard, we might have to stand up to it alone. But I'm with you. You won't have to weather the burden alone, my friends. You won't have to do it, because we're here together. It's the little things that we do. It's not just that defining moment. It was everything up until that showed they loved me. They fed me. They opened their doors. They listened to me. They understood the pain I was going through and gave me a home. And we sat there and we watched, Dave Chappelle, and we watched George Carlin, and we watched, we had all the football games and the boxing matches and everything for free on our Pirates. We had this internet, this satellite thing that we would get a card scanned that had every channel in existence in every language imaginable. So we used to have our fight nights there, and pizzas from Luigi's, and but don't feel alone. I guess that's the whole premise. Don't feel like this love is so far away that you don't know how to handle it. It's right there in front of you. You just got to grasp it. And once you start grasping for it, believe me, your brothers will help pull you forward. Your sisters will be there for you in this moment of pain and loss, despite my stupidity. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Yeah, this guy likes it. He chills. We have fires here at the house, and he knows me, and he's got my back. No, know your fucking surroundings. Don't go out to the res, man. Don't go out there and party in the dark in the middle of the night. What the fuck was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. I was 17. We were numbing the pain, and everything was beautiful and awesome, and everybody was laughing. It didn't matter in the darkness, the color of my skin, until this person that invited me pointed it out. And it didn't. We had to be put to that test. I needed that test in that moment, despite how scared I was. I was facing my death. And that's a scary fucking thing, you know. But my brothers didn't allow that fear to stop them from loving me. And I'm not going to allow that fear to stop me from loving you. I'm not going to allow that fear of not being enough and being insecure and being broken to stop me from standing against the darkness for you. Because my brothers gave me this understanding that that's what you do for the ones you love. And I appreciate and love everybody out there more than I could ever say, because we've been in this shit show together, and we're going to keep pushing forward, and we're going to take care of each other here, guys. You know, through this understanding of truth, love, and acceptance, we're going to take care of each other. Through my inability to do certain things or be certain things at certain times, I'm here, you know, and I'm here for you guys. I'm here for your loved ones. I'm here for whatever it might mean to you, so that we can become something more the way my brothers were there for me, despite what the consequences could have been. Very simply, very easily, there could have been one big hole out there for the three of us. We couldn't have done anything against 50 dudes in the dark. Are you fucking kidding me? But we did do something. They stood with love and respect and strength. They were the warriors in the garden that when the time came, they were ready for war, and we didn't go there. That's a huge thing I recommend that you take with you today. Be the warrior in the garden. You know, be ready for this conflict to come, because the world is a tragic place. And if you're not ready for the conflict, you'll walk away when your brothers and sisters are in pain, because that fear will overcome you. You're going to feel that fear. Were they scared in that moment? They goddamn well should have been. I was scared shitless. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't allow that to... They didn't allow that. There was nothing I could have done about that scenario. You know? And I hold nothing against these people that were in pain. I've been there, you know? I shouldn't have been there. But that doesn't mean that I have to hold on to that resentment. You know, I hold on to the love of that scenario that saved me so completely, and I went on. That's okay. We still got some time, I think. We got to go to Central Square, which is not 41, it's 81. I got to get my brain going. What do we got going on up here? Shit, we already came this far. That's all right. We can go back. I think we got the time. What time is it? It's 7:30. Yes, we're doing it. We're going to be all right. But yeah, we got to hit Central Square. We got to hit 81 because we're going to Central Square to meet our brother this morning. Please answer any questions for me, guys. My co-hosts. Help me, help them understand what's going on here, what we're trying to do, help spread love and appreciation. Please tap that screen. If you feel so fit, you know, if you're scared your fingers will fall off, I understand. I tell you that with an open heart, they won't. And if they do, we always thought they shouldn't have. But yeah, I don't know why the hell I was heading to Central Square. Or I was headed to Phoenix. I was thinking of Randy. I was going to Randy's house. Yeah, I'm not going to hold it against myself. I missed the exit. It is what it is. We're going to go back and we're going to hit that exit. And we still have time. We started early today, so we can still have this conversation together. So, and I'm not going to hold it against myself. There's another one, too. Don't hold it against yourself. You might put yourself farther away in physical reality than you were a moment ago from whatever the goal is. Don't put me in comments, please. MD, I'm sorry. Did someone put mean comments? Oh, you're talking. I thought don't put none. Don't put mean comments. You know, but here's the thing: if you're putting mean comments, we recognize that you're in pain. We recognize that you need help. Whoever's out there, that should be our response. You know what I'm saying? When someone in this chat says something like that says something that's in fear, no, let's not. Telling someone not to do something ain't gonna do nothing. MDM, not whatever. You handle it whatever way you want. Which really I think is going to help is letting these people know whatever pain you're in, set it down. We won't allow it here, but if you want to express the true center of your pain so that we can grow through it, then that's commendable. But if you want to come in here and point the finger and be angry and be anxious this morning and spread hatred or fear because someone's holding you down, then we're not going to have it. We're going to stand against the darkness the way my brothers stood against the darkness. And we're gonna acknowledge that if someone's trying to hand us a boulder of pain, that they're in pain. These people out there didn't want to beat me to death because they thought it'd be fun. They only felt that way because they were in so much oppression and pain, and they're this cultural, the old pain, as Al would say, that I have, some frame of reference to, because I have so much love and compassion for this man that went through that pain, his ancestral pain, and so I have compassion for these men, despite the fact of what they were doing for me. I have compassion for my brothers and sisters out there spreading hatred and anger. When you go somewhere today and someone tries that, because that's what we're all preconditioned to do, is to hand pain around. Set that boulder at their feet and scream no more into the abyss. You can say whatever you want, but through our actions of showing love and compassion and respect, we're gonna find a way out of this, despite whatever that dude said that upset MD in such a way, because she doesn't deserve that either. She's an amazing human being. But yeah, we're gonna handle it that way. We're gonna open our hearts, and yeah, we're not gonna allow you to spam painful shit here. It's not gonna happen. But what we are gonna do is recognize that if you say something nuts, that you're in pain, and you don't deserve that pain, my friends. Now just remember, this morning you guys are playing co-pilot, so don't let me miss the exit again. It's on you. That's what the world does, right? It's gonna be my fault. Let's find the nearest person and point the finger. And most of the time that finger gets pointed, at us from someone we love, and we don't understand it, and that hurts even more. But then, when someone we love is in pain and they hand it to us and we get preconditioned to think that we deserve this pain. That was my biological family, because that's all they had. I don't know what I would have done in this scenario with my biological. I think they would have stood their ground against the emotional tyranny they had no tools for. And I'm so glad that I was given these brothers that stood against me with no fear, like a pillar in the night. Be that pillar, be that beacon for somebody who's in pain. Right, even if it's responding to someone who tries to hand you pain, sometimes you can't respond. I think most of the time it means acknowledging that this person in front of you is in pain, and watch their brain explode when you tell them that you love them, and whoever's hurting you, you don't deserve it. Stop, man. Stop with all this bullshit, with all this pain. You're screaming at me right now. You're some piece of shit. You're saying whatever comments these people are saying in the comments, out of your fear and your anger. Don't let that be your life. Be that pillar of love and acceptance that brings us to a place of graciousness and love. Be the man that the ones that have gone on ahead would want you to be. Be the woman that the ones that have gone on ahead would want you to be. That's how we spread love, acceptance, and appreciation, and allow ourselves to feed our loved ones on their journey to that other place, my friends. It's an amazing world if we let it. It's a tragic, dark place if we make it, and that's the reality of things, and vice versa. Because we can't let it be this tyrannous place. We can't just walk away from this anger and depression and anxiety. It doesn't work that way. And just because someone says it doesn't exist or doesn't understand it, doesn't mean it's not real inside your mind. We push forward and we heal by coming together and showing love for each other. Because you can't fight the darkness with darkness. Believe me, the darkness made me strong, and it gave me this ability to fight in a way that could destroy the emotional state of almost any human being. That was the first tool I was given. But that never made me heal. That just put me in more pain, So find love and compassion for yourself, for your friends, your family, your community, for yourself, your family, community, in that order. A piece of wisdom that Hawanase gave me, that I try to spread so vigorously with love and respect in my heart, because I realize how valuable this gift is, because of the abyss of pain I came from, that gave me this ability to communicate the way I did. My mother, this gift of gab came from my mother, and she never learned to utilize it in a positive way. She used that gift to spread pain and alleviate her pain through handing the boulder around. And I don't want that for my brothers and sisters out there. I don't want you to feel like you have to hand that pain out. I want you to feel like you're a part of something, because you are. Here in this moment, you're part of the turtle herd. And if you decide to subscribe, you're a fellow traveler, and we've got your back. And we've got your back anyway, even if you're out there trying to hand paint out, man. It's a horrible place to be, and you don't deserve it. I don't care how you feel. We all feel like we deserve it sometimes. We all torture ourselves and torment ourselves, and listen to that whisper. And I do too still. You know, even last night, to a certain extent, the music stops, and I'm sitting there alone, and for a moment that whisper tries to convince me that all this is pointless and that nobody cares. But you know what? We're coming together today, and we are touching hearts. We're standing against the abyss. We're standing against that darkness of fear and loathing and loss that consumes us. And when someone hands that boulder to you, you set it right at their feet. Watch their freaking brain explode. Watch how angry that gets. How dare you not hand me the pain back? That's what we do here. How dare you not be the piece of shit with me, so we can both be a piece of shit and be okay with it. I don't want to be the piece of shit anymore. I don't want to hand the boulder of pain around anymore. I want to hand the gentle feather of love. It's so much lighter when you set it down. You know, we have this metaphoric backpack that we carry around all these other people's pain because we're preconditioned to think that that's what we deserve. And the exit is coming up, so make sure we hit the exit, because we don't have any more time to do another loop-de-loop. We got to go meet our brother, our friend there, my best friend. Doodly-doo. And here we are, 81. Give us the time to travel and chat. Hopefully it's coming through clearly and everybody's having a good day. You know, and if you're not, just know that you need to hand the boulder down. You know, because handing this boulder down might feel good. Believe me, it feels great. It feels great to hand the boulder of pain and anguish off. It's not mine anymore, it's yours. But it's funny, you hand this boulder, you're still carrying it, and now they're carrying it somehow. You know, but when you set it down, when we allow our brothers and sisters to set that boulder down right at our feet, you know, and it might hurt them at first. What do you mean the exit's closed? Oh, my baby. What are we talking about? The exit's closed. Of course it's closed. All right, guys. We're doing our best to get there, despite the struggle of the day. Holy shnikes. I don't know what to do here. I do know what to do. We're going to have to go down to Northern Boulevard and then loop up through, and hopefully we won't be late at this point. Jesus. 7:35. We still got 25 minutes with vigor and appreciation in our heart. We're going to have to put the foot to the metal a little bit to make sure we get there, but we're going to keep pushing forward. Of course, right? We got to accept what it is. If I was paying attention on the way here, I would have realized and got off in North Syracuse, but it is what it is, right? We strive to get there, and of course the exit. Now I know, I just didn't know before, but it's all right. I'm not going to hold it against myself. 25 min will hopefully give us enough time to get there right on time, so we can meet our brother in arms this morning and do the next right thing together. Whether that be holding a paintbrush and helping a friend get something done that needs to get done, or whether that be to stand against the darkness and the tyranny in this epic moment where someone might be in danger, and you stand in front of that danger because you know you have the strength, to persevere. God, and in those moments, we don't know. We don't, man. My brothers didn't know. Didn't know that by standing there they wouldn't lose their life. And I don't know by standing here that it won't be, that I won't get bombarded. We're going to get bombarded. Obviously, people's bullshit, guys. With us. It's going to be a rough one, I think. The signal's going to go in and out, but we can stick together. Howdy doody there, Lewis. We appreciate you very much for stopping. Let's accept what is having a conversation. Whoop-de-doo. Who would have thought that I could have missed it? And then we missed the next exit. Whoop-de-doo. And we could go north there. Oh, wait, can we go north there? I don't... Shit. Yes, we can. We should just go north there. Yes, because then we can. I just said it. We can hit from north. We can hit 81 north. from 41 south. So yes, we don't have to go all this loop-de-loop, and we will make it there on time, I believe, doing it this way. It's all right, guys. Accept what we've done, accept where we are, and accept the love in your heart, and know that sometimes we put ourselves farther away, like I have this morning, running around in circles, roundy ski. Which way are we going? Where are we going to end up? Central fucking Square is where we're going to end up, my friends. Despite the pain and misery that I'm going to cause myself getting there. And I'm not, here's the thing, spiritual alchemy, right? This thing, it's not a mystical thing, right? I could be angry at myself and cursing the world, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to realize that I'm exactly where I need to be when I need to be there. We're still right on time because I decided to leave early, right? There we go. Take the chance and leave a little bit earlier. And we're going to get there. We're going to get there with love and compassion in our heart. We might not get there exactly when we think we should, but we are going to get there together with love and compassion in our heart. I haven't heard anything from Randos this morning, so 8 o'clock must still be the dizzle. For Rizzle, my nizzle, without a joke, my ninja, for sure. It's going to be exactly what it needs to be in this moment. Yes, did I just put myself farther away? Tell me this exit's closed too, that I didn't notice it. Sweet Lord. Detour. Okay, here we go. All right, there is an 81 north here. Wow, there's so much construction and BS going on with this whole area right now. And, I'm waking up and we're getting there. But yes, all right, 81 north, follow detour to Syracuse Airport. We're headed there, guys. We're headed there. Wherever there might be. And sometimes you might not know. I didn't know when I was a younger man where I was headed, but I knew there was something more. If you know there's something more for you in this world, you feel it in your heart, you don't need to know where that is. You don't. You don't need. You just need to understand that there's something more, and you need to put your faith in a God of your understanding, or in life in general, if that sounds cheeseball to you, and spread hope and love, and it'll take us there. It'll take us there together, without a doubt. Despite my tendencies for putting my own foot in thy own ass, like I tend to do. Despite this, sometimes we drive around in circles. Now that's spiritual alchemy. I could be in pain right now, right? I could be angry at myself and living in self-loathing because this loop-de-loop and circle jerk of what this morning is because of who I am, or I can accept it and know that I'm going to get there exactly when I need to get there. It's up to you, my friends. You get to make that decision today. Are you going to get there in pain? One thing that helps me to not be in pain in this moment is when I look back at this moment on my deathbed where we're all headed, am I going to wish that I was a little angrier? And if I wish that I was a little harder on myself, I wish that I'd kicked myself in the ass a little harder for taking the wrong turn and no, not at all. I'm gonna wish that I had more compassion for myself. I'm gonna wish that in this moment I had to wish nothing, because I am standing strongly in this compassionate state for myself, and we're going to get there. And I hope you find a way to stand strongly against the darkness today, despite your pain, despite your anxiety, despite your depression. We might not be able to take depression and turn it into bliss through this spiritual alchemy in one moment, but we can get 1% closer to bliss by gearing ourselves down and being appreciative for where we are, despite where we think we should be. Without a doubt, I believe that handing this energy into the world will cause a beautiful ripple of love and light that will extend way beyond our understanding. And it'll come back and touch us in the most epic way. And I feel like by dropping these pebbles of love into this abyss of life, we can cause a ripple that'll eventually build into this tsunami, and we can stand graciously in a place of love and appreciation versus being in a place of fear and pain and loss. All these things that we feel. If you're feeling grief right now, especially, I'm with you. I understand that just as much as most, and I don't diminish anybody's ability to experience the full spectrum of life, my friends. So if you're going through that, hold on. You're in the right place. We're doing the next right thing together by acknowledging this pain and not allowing it to consume us. And that's a hard thing to do, right? Easy said. Such is life. All the simple things in this world. Easy said, right? today, this morning, this drive is a testimony. You know, if you miss the exit, you turn around, the exit's closed, come up with a game plan. I had a game plan, drive through North Shade, this and that. And then it hits you. Oh, wow, well, I could get back on, and then there is, you know, and I took the chance. I wasn't 100% sure. And here we are, right on time to get there in the right moment, the very next right moment. Through spiritual alchemy, through this cheesy fucking thing, this mystical bullshit. It's not mystical. It's manifesting a reality for yourself that's worth living, my friends. Manifest that reality by double tapping that screen and spreading a little bit of love, by becoming part of the turtle herd here and sharing your love, appreciation, hope, and sharing your depression, your grief, and your lost sense of brokenness, because that's what's going to allow us to heal. This compassion is going to allow us to become something more than we could ever been without the pain, without the struggle. And how are you going to be getting there? That's what my father used to say. You're going to wear yourself out in the river of life fighting against it, or are you going to take a breath and flow with the river of life and have the strength to kind of put yourself in a position of the river to take the split you feel is best. That split might not be the best once you go down it too, but you can't go back. Are you going to appreciate that moment and live in appreciation, or are you going to live in pain and anger for yourself and for the people around you? That's the decision you get to make today, my friends. How are you going to handle it? And that is spiritual alchemy. That is the ability to take a tragic thing and stay positive despite the world around us, despite the anxiety you might feel. It's not something you can just turn off. I understand that completely. It's not something that you can just change in this moment completely, but we can take small steps towards the solution together, and that's the point. You know, this faraway feeling that creeps up on all of us is a crazy thing. It is the crazy world, my friends, that we live. It's a crazy life we live, but we live it together. We weather the burden together. We come together, and we can allow the ship to sink, or we could start filling buckets with water and buy ourselves a little bit more time, figure out how to build a raft, or maybe if we scoop enough together, we can negate this and get a little bit closer and allow our brothers and sisters to do their job and maybe patch the boat so it's not so sinky and creaky. Now, this boat of life is a sinking, creaky bag of shit a lot of times. But are you going to fight against that sinky bag of shit today? Are you gonna say no more? I won't allow myself to fall into that abyss of darkness. I won't allow my brothers and sisters out there to fall into the abyss of loneliness and broken nature. What decision are you going to make today? You know, and that's okay if you've made that decision to sit in your bubble and be in your pain. You had to be there. I've been there, and I've sat there, and I've gotten stuck there. And you people, my friends out there, my new family, in this digital way that I didn't think was possible, we're going to get through it together. Through love, compassion, hope, and appreciation. We're going to find our way through the abyss this morning, and we're going to make it a brighter day despite the circumstances that lay out before us, because that's all we can do. You know, we got to let this river of life flow, because I don't care who you are. I've done it. I've held my ground in the river for what seems like decades, you know, and I've stood my ground against this flow of life, thinking that if I could just take one more step back up the river, I could save my brothers. But I can't. You know, it seems impossible to get through, but we got to let go. We got to flow with it, despite the bumps, despite the pain, despite the aches. We got to allow it to flow through us, and we got to flow with the river of life. So when the opportunity comes, where we can, you know, decide a split in the river to go in, we have the strength to kind of veer ourselves in that direction. Because if we spend all of our time fighting the river, when you finally get swept away, you're not going to have any bearing of where you're headed, because you're too tired from fighting this flow of life, man. I don't want you to be in that exhausted state. You know, as we pick up these tools from our brothers and sisters, the life raft that'll help us navigate a little bit more, now we got to fight less. You know, we just got to accept our brothers and sisters' help in this world. Accept the knowledge and the tools that have been laid out before us so that we can become what we're meant to become. It adds true value to the struggle, I'm telling you. If we look at this way, you know, we pray for strength, right? We need strength in our life, and then the obstacles hit, and we're pissed and we're upset that we got to climb this wall. When you climb it and you get to the other side, you are stronger, my friends. And here is Central Square, and let's see where we found ourselves. Good, we're still 12 minutes early despite our bullshit, because we know ourselves. I know me enough to get out there early, and I wanted, you know, you guys help me with that, because every morning we come in, I wanted to make sure I had the time to express love and appreciation this morning, so that our brothers and sisters out there who are in pain and waking up under a bridge or inside a car and feel like they have no home, understand that this world is their home, and you're not on the outside looking in. You're exactly where you need to be. If you are on the outside looking in, it's because you need to be there to gain some perspective. If you judge and criticize your brothers and sisters in this world, you will understand their plight at one given time or another. Don't judge anybody, especially when it comes to pain, especially comes when how they react to pain and the way that they live, because you're going to understand that way if you judge them. This is the way the world is. It's very serendipitous when it comes to that. Rando's calling me right now. He's probably there waiting a few minutes early, that son bitch. Beeswick and Beeswicks. We're going to have to call him back. Beeswax. John says beeswax. Beeswax is a beautiful thing. We use it for many different things. It's a beautiful gift here from Sunguat Desai, from the Creator, from a God of your understanding. But yes. And if you feel the anger in your heart to call this beeswax because you think it's bullshit, then we implore you to dig deep inside your heart and acknowledge the core of this pain so you can heal. Why does this sound like bullshit? Because no one tells you this. Because we all have this tool of anxiety and pain and grief that we hand around to each other. That's the tool the world gives us. Hand the pain off. Hand the pain. Is Rando's here? He's not here this morning. Maybe he called me because he said he was going to be late. We're gonna have to figure that out. I don't know if I can make a call while I'm on this. You guys might have to give me a second here so I can figure that out. It looks like they sold the school bus that was over there in that lot. There was two of them over there. And then find love, compassion, appreciation, love, and hope in your heart for the man or the woman that you are in this moment. And if you think it's beeswax, well then you might want to slow down and start to realize that you're in pain. And why are you trying to hand this pain to somebody? Why are you trying to come in here and negate the love and appreciation that we're spreading here? You're not going to negate it. You're not going to stop me from spreading love and hope. You're not going to hand me that boulder. I'm going to set it at your feet. And that's just how it's going to be. I'm not sure how to do this. Give me 1 second, guys. I might cut you guys off. I'm going to have to call Randos back in this moment. Go. All right, there we are, guys. Welcome back. I appreciate everybody sticking around. I know I was just messing with you. I river back in 5 a.m. Chillum, there you are. Chillum, I didn't even see who said that. Did you say that, Chillum? No was calling you or Paige or any your said beeswax. You only bred part of the... Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. I'm driving, brother. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put that weight onto you, but I did. It caused me to express myself in a way that's understandable, right? I'd seen, and that's the thing too. As humans, we sometimes only see part of the picture. And I was driving and misreading everybody's comments, running my mouth about this. But the call from Randy this morning was saying that he's running late. We have acceptance. It's okay. It gives us some time to sit here and chat before my friend shows up, and I can read some of your comments. None that calling your page. Thank you, John Smith. We appreciate you. I hope you're part of the turtle herd this morning. I hope you've become a fellow traveler through subscribing, so you can enjoy this journey together. Nothing like a nice car drive. Thanks. No problem. Smoking waffle. Smoking waffle. Just smoking a pancake. How about a smoking a waffle? I love it. I love the smokes and the waffles. Anyway, coffee, appreciation, love, and hope, and this acknowledgement that these things that feel so far away, most of the time feel the farthest away right before we get there, because we feel like we don't deserve whatever love and this sons of bitches just gave me a bagel without debate. Whatever, I'm not gonna get upset. They did the best they could. They charged me for a bagel sandwich, and that's kind of upsetting, but just because they do that sometimes, and it is what it is. I need a coffee and a waffle. I need a breakfast sandwich. I got a bagel here to chew on with cream cheese on it. It's hard for these people to wrap their brains around things. I'm not going to take the anger out on them. We do. We have free therapy every single day here together. Today we're going to focus on how far away things can feel for us in any given moment. Despite, if I woke up perfect today, there'd be no point in going on. There'd be no point in pushing forward and becoming something more. T-bone steak time. Who's got the T-bone steak? You can hook your brother up over here. Paint something with Scott. Yes. And we're going to see how that goes. I'm not going to subject, Rando Chronic, Randy Chronic Seed, whatever playful name we're going to call him today, to this until he agrees upon it. So when he gets here, we might have to cut off. We might not be able to do, we might get somewhere where we have good signal and you can paint with us today. That'd be cool. I like you too, CA. Maximum. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment. You already commented. Become part of the turtle herd, my brother. We do this every morning. Tristan, you have to go. Tristan, I'm glad you popped in and said something when I could see you. It's good to see you again today. Yeah. Tap that screen, draw in some brothers and sisters, tap it till your fingers bleed. Nah, not that much. We don't want you to be in pain. What we do want you to do is show your hope, appreciation, and love through a little compassion, and then that compassion can come in the smallest forms. Double tapping that screen shows love and compassion for your brothers and sisters today, for me, and the struggle that we are all in together. Keep up the good work, Scott. Thank you, Mason. You're an amazing human being for coming in and backing me up. It is work. It's work every day. Despite the people say I'm not getting paid, it's not work. I don't get paid. It's we struggle to do the next right thing. You have a chill day today. It's easy and stay hydrated. Yeah. Take it easy and stay hydrated. That's a good call. Chill 'em, Scott, on the flow as usual. Perch, brother. Yes. Preach. Preach. I don't know if that's the right word, but I don't know what else to call it. We do come together in love and hope. We don't push a God of anybody's understanding on anybody, but we do implore you to find something inside yourself that's bigger than you. Mother Earth is our mother, and she's bigger than us. You can't negate that. You can't negate she's alive and she gives us everything we need. You can say whatever you want about how hokey it sounds, but she's alive. She's our mother who gives us, who allows life to happen here. There's air in your lungs, man. There's an earth beneath your feet, and there's a bagel in your hand because of the love and compassion we have together. No coffee. No, I did. I bought a coffee from Dunkin' this morning, tragically, because I wanted to make sure that we had the time. If I would have took the time and made coffee and blah, 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 we would have been late because of the shenanigans, despite the fact they put the littlest amount of cream cheese, too. That's very disappointing. Look at, usually, yeah, no, it's okay. I'm not going to allow yesterday's bagel to decide me, Pat. Going through a bad day from Ireland. Dublin County. We appreciate you coming in, being open and loving and appreciative. We appreciate you coming in today and being open, my friend. That's what it's about. It's not about, $1 million and whatever else. So that doesn't mean it's not work. It takes effort and love and compassion. Yeah. Discount bagels today. He says, where's these discount? Yesterday's bagel is a discount bagel today. Awesome. And if you toast it, make that effort, change it through this thing. A stale bagel still gonna taste good. Toasted a little bit of butter on it. Still gonna nourish you in a way that no bagel will not nourish you. The other thing that we picked up today, check this thing out. This is pretty cool. You guys will like that. That is an ice cream. You put all your little condiments in it. I got that for a friend a while ago. Because she was talking about wanting to do ice cream out of her food thing because she does food stuff. She actually gave me a food trailer that still needs a little bit of work that we're still kind of working out at my stepmother's house. And there's a sandwich station in it. That guy sits on top of the sandwich station. So I might not have much, but through spreading love and compassion, I've got this food trailer and that means maybe sell it towards, I was thinking about that. I really want to utilize this thing and hold on to it and know that it can benefit me into the future. But to sell it, if I could get $3,000 for it, there's our school bus, right? Then we could really start doing the next great thing. How we all feeling, says Oto Egg. We appreciate you, Oto. Rose. Good morning, Japan. I cannot read that, Max. Oh, we got some people from Japan in here. Appreciate you, good sir and madam, for coming in today and from across the world, spreading hope and love. MD's doing well today, and we appreciate that acknowledgement, MD. You're always on the forethought of our minds, James and Crank, especially, and then Odo and all of our friends, Rose, everybody who comes in every morning to try to heal a little bit, to try to understand that. I could understand that from a lot of people that just pop in and think that, like, ooh, this guy and what he says is so beautiful and smart and shit. Well, it took pain for me to get here. An immense amount of pain, an immense amount of struggle and sorrow to help me understand that there's a better way to fight the darkness. The only true way to fight the darkness, and it sounds ludicrous, is with compassion, with love, and with hope, and with this understanding that we can't change the world. We can't make it something despite how we think it should be. All we can do is do the next right thing for us so that we don't live in resentments and grief and pain. If we get that up to 50 likes before Rando gets here, that would be absolutely amazing and deeply appreciated, but no expectations. You are wanted and loved, Big Scott. I understand that in this moment completely, but I also understand that when the music stops, I have a problem with that. That's what I'm here to admit today. Everything feels a million miles away when the music stops, and I'm not here with you guys, and but I got to take this love and compassion that you guys spread to me into my daily life when the music stops. Take it with you today. When the music stops and you're not here, and someone tries to hand you a boulder of pain, decide no. Scream no into the abyss. Scream no right in their face and set that boulder of pain right down in front of them. Not physically, and maybe physically. Maybe they need to hear no. But what they do really need is for you to take a deep breath, look them right in the eye, and tell them, no matter what you're going through, I have compassion for you. I'm sorry that you're trying to hurt me right now, but you must be going through a lot, my friend, to say the things you're saying to me, to try to hand this boulder of pain. And I've learned that I won't pick it up. You get as angry as you want, man. I'm going to cut myself out of this scenario very quickly, if you don't admit that you're in pain and want to talk about it, because that's what we're here to talk about. If you want to hand me pain, not going to happen. But if you want to talk about the pain that causes you to want to hand me pain, then we're in it. We're in it to win it together, and most of the time people are just going to get so offended and think you're insane and want to know what you're selling, because, it's very rare in this world to want to heal pain. But I don't think it's as rare as everybody tries to act like it is, because pain makes you want to heal pain. I want to heal pain. I don't want my brothers and sisters to feel the torment of loss and grief that I've been through. I don't want it. I don't, and I've realized that by me fighting it physically and emotionally, just causes more pain. We got to let it go. And that concept is so simple. Let it go, right? Open your hand and be open and loving and appreciative. Let it go. It's not that simple. Really helps me over the last 5 years. Meditation. We do got a little meditation thing. It's not the best thing in the world, something that Planet Fitness provided for us in one of these random places. But yes, meditation. Ram Dass is absolutely amazing human being. I recommend you look into Ram Dass. I recommend that you look into Prima Corda. She's an amazing human being as well. These, what's the guy there? God, I can't remember his name. Rob turned me on to him, and he's absolutely amazing. Miss Utopia, I think, has some stuff with him on it. But there's a lot of people that have strived to find a better way. Be here now, Ram Dass. Be here now. That's a song by that's a song by Nako Bear as well. One of my spiritual teachers, without even meeting him. This connection that we have through his musical medicine has changed my life. And I highly recommend, if you don't know who Nako Bear is and Medicine for the People, you check them out. Whether you need the medicine in this moment, it's a good medicine to have in your life, without a doubt. The other musical medicine would be Misled Utopia. They are this relatively unknown small band that you can get in on the ground floor. If you check out their YouTube channel, believe me, it's helped to change my life just as much as Knocko Bear. And then Sublime. Those are my three pillars of musical medicine that I strive for my brothers and sisters to be a part of. What state are you in, sir? Nancy, I am in New York State right now at the moment. This is all you need. We appreciate your point of view, but there is much more that a lot of people need. I appreciate that avenue worked so abruptly for you, but I really hope that you could take the time to pull yourself out of it and acknowledge that I've tried. I tried to give it all up to this great man, JC, and it didn't work for me, and I felt broken and alone. And then I still kept my heart open, and I ended up in a place where I was meant to be, to learn this appreciation that I'm in. And yes, I believe JC is an amazing historical figure, and I believe whatever you believe is absolutely amazing. But I don't believe there's any ticket. There's no easy ticket for most of us out of this place. Now, if you were able to indulge in that and it cured you completely, I think that's amazing, but I don't understand it. What I understand is compassion and love, because it didn't work for me. And I appreciate the fact that it didn't work for me, even though as a younger man, it drove me nuts, because I opened myself completely when I was exposed to this, and I felt like there was something wrong with me. I felt like, why didn't it heal me? Why didn't the beatings stop? Why didn't the pain and anguish in this world go away when I opened my heart? It wasn't meant to. It didn't mean that Creator didn't love me. It meant that he loved me enough to watch me struggle so that I could grow and help my brothers and sisters. Because if I could have fell into that, yeah, it would have been blissful, and I could have been part of something, and yeah, maybe I could have even lied. I thought about that. I'll just lie and say that it works so I can be in this group of amazing people, because you're amazing people. But I couldn't bring it to, I'm not going to lie about my connection with Creator, and I don't believe you should either, even if you feel like you're on the outside. But we do appreciate your point of view, though, because it works for you, and that's what matters. Creator touched you through that avenue, and that's a beautiful thing. Creator touched me through the avenue, through that avenue as well. I have Messenger Chris, who's an amazing human being who I chat with on a daily basis, and his connection with JC has helped me to understand that I can live in the philosophy that JC lived in, by doing what he would do, not doing what was written about him. He would, who he was a compassionate human being, this historical figure, or whether you decide to call him the peacemaker, because he came to the natives here, and that was the word they put on him, according to Leon Shenandoah and his wisdom in the book To Become a Human Being. He did all these amazing things, and the flood came that they believed in way before the Europeans came. And the peacemaker not only gave the righteous Indians the instructions to live, but the ones that followed those instructions of kindness and love were saved in a mountain. Now, this is their point of view, and I'm not saying anything for fact, but I am saying it's pretty serendipitous and crazy that there are these historical facts that happen. There was a flood, there was a giant flood in this world, and the natives experienced that flood just as much as the Europeans did. I believe that completely. Do you think randomly that two groups of people with a sea between them that still had 1,000 years to meet each other would have the same stories, and as far as Leon Shenandoah is concerned, the peacemaker and Jesus were the same human being. They spread the same message. They were this entity, a child of God, as much as you are a child of God, with a different set of skills. I believe that completely, an ability to connect and love and appreciate. And that's why I appreciate all avenues to Creator. I appreciate your avenue of Creator. Never seen a laundromat with no bathroom. Me neither. They always have a bathroom. Never seen a Walmart with no bathroom either. Scott is an artist. Thank you so much. Blessed, you are well. I feel that blessed that you're as well, and I hope that you come to connect with a God of your understanding, whether that just be the tree over there, and understanding that tree gives me life through its existence and its purpose here. And what does that mean about my purpose? What is my purpose? Let's define that, despite what job I'm going to have and these things that don't matter, especially in this country. I'm becoming to learn that it's the biggest thing in the United States, that, we all define ourselves for what we do, and we judge others for what they do to make money. Like, that's not what defines you. You're an artist. Are you a creator? Do you create beautiful things? Do you build stuff? Do you have passion to spread love and appreciation in your heart? Who are you beyond this thing you do to make money? That's what creator wants from you. He wants you to indulge in that and spread that love. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here every single day, doing it all as best as I can. That's why I dig through there and I try to find other like-minded people, and I like their things, and I comment on how I can help them grow, because I'm trying to figure it out. And this is a dark, weird thing to do here, because there's no real validation in it. And for me as a codependent, I need validation right now, or I'm doing it wrong. Someone tell me I'm doing it right. And that's something that I'm starting to, through this YouTube thing, I'm starting to be okay with. Whatever this is okay, as long as I keep doing the next right thing. I don't need someone to tell me at this point in my life that I'm a good boy and pat me on top of the old little noggin. It feels good, and I'd love to have it, but it's not essential. You have a love and compassion, Scott. You are the wonderful person, and I admire you very much. I admire you as well, MD, for going through and facing the struggles that you face with grace, and dignity. I will save you. Send a cool think in the Valhalla. Yes, my brother James. I strive to meet you there in this amazing place with a cold drink and a hurrah for the warriors that came before us, and not necessarily the warriors that fell in battle, the warriors that stood up against the darkness. My brothers were warriors for standing up against what they stood up for me to make sure that I could be here in love. If you're standing up against the darkness, you are a warrior. And James, I appreciate you sharing a little bit of your point of view. That means a lot to me, and I respect it deeply. No to dope, damn straight. Up to hope, no to dope. Unless we're talking about Tronic, because Tronic's good for the old brain stem if it's used in the proper manner. And I'm not saying that it's for everybody. I'm saying that, we got to find this medicine to help ease this physical being. And cannabis, CBDs is amazing to settle your nerves and to get an appetite and to sleep. And CBG is good for energy. And THC has its purpose in there mixed in, depending on how you feel. As a younger man, that numbingness was something I needed to get through. And did I over medicate? Yes, very much so. But I strive not to do that in my adult life, and I strive to find a balance of all these medications. And I think that cannabis can be a beautiful medication if you're an adult, and you can make that decision. I'm not sure how to feel about the CBDs for children. I know if I had a child, how I would feel, and my child felt the way that I felt as a child, I think CBD would be a beautiful thing, because it's not a mind-altering substance. It doesn't get you high. It settles your nerves. Don't be afraid of CBD if you're in pain. Join the turtle herd, for sure. Join our turtle herd. Become part of this crew of positivity, love, and hope. All you got to do is click that little red button at the top of the screen, and you are a fellow traveler. And we're in this shit show together. We're scooping the darkness that floods this ship out little by little, one by one. And as this community grows, this ship floats strongly and securely, and it becomes easier and lighter, and the sea shanty becomes to be sung, and through the abyss and the darkness, this storm that we're weathering and we're scooping and we're striving, there's a sense of purpose and love that we can only get through compassion and appreciation. I just tell people what is due for money, and the hobbies like they're what I am then. Yeah, who gives a shit if they care, man? I'm done people telling, what I do for money doesn't define me. I don't do this for money. Now, am I hoping that eventually it can make me a couple bucks? Yes. Am I appreciative for Chillum and for these other people who've made donations towards the next right thing through my Cash App that's in the description? If you feel so inclined, then yes, I appreciate that. But we're not asking for shit. What we are doing is just pushing forward and doing the next right thing. There's so many people out there. There's a guy out there that sits in his car and smokes blunts and makes $2,000 a month on YouTube. People giving him money, and it goes towards nothing, I would assume, or whatever he's doing. I'm not going to judge him. Here, I don't have to feel bad about people wanting to help, and Chillum's helped me understand that. Misled Utopia's helped me understand that. And everything's time versus money, right? So the concept here is to grow together, so that if you don't have the time and you have the money and you can help me figure out the next right thing, we've already got it ironed in stone. The next right thing is Sally to continue that work there. I wish I could donate. Don't worry about it, brother. Scott W., you're in a rough place, man. I wish I could donate to you, my friend. Doing in your lifestyle. Indica, not sativa. So here's the thing, John Smith. For you, I'm glad indica helps, but sativa, I can't smoke indicas. That's like smoking. It's like smoking anxiety. So and that's again, who are we to say what medicine's for you? What connection with creator is good for you? Some people Klonopin is the magical medicine. Gabapentin is a great medicine. Neurontin and all these other things. Might work for you, but in the disclaimer it says if you're with anything that you're taking for emotional medicine, it'll tell you watch out, it could make it worse for you, and indicas make it worse for me, and I got to come to terms with that. And I'm glad that we've been able to do the research so that I know people that don't care because I talk for longer than 3 seconds. They just pretend they're listening. Most of the world just pretends they're listening, and I don't think it's because of they're just waiting there for their turn to talk, and how Anase would say, Scotty, you fill the damn air, man. Do it in a positive way. And sometimes you got to know when to stop. And we got to recognize that if we're talking and we realize that it's not really sinking in, then it's not our turn to talk with this human being. They need to be heard. So let's slow down and listen. And I do that quite a bit now in my adult life. I strive to be heard because of not being heard as a child. And that's part of what pushes me forward the way it pushes me forward. But, it's okay to be like, look at your brother and be like, he's not hearing me. You don't have to get angry. You just got to know that your words don't have value in that moment, and he needs to express himself. She needs to express herself. All right, GH 42. I tried to talk to my coworkers, and they just stop listening, even though I listen intensely to them when they speak. So here's the thing, man. If someone continuously does that to you and never gets you a chance to listen, literally turn around and walk away in the middle of their sentence. And when they get offended, be like, bro, you're not absorbing anything I say, so I don't have the energy to sit here with you. I appreciate you, and I've given you time to speak, and I've listened to everything you say. I feel like you're not hearing me, so I can't continue to have a conversation with you. What's the point, right? So James Smith, it's legal here in Michigan. You can get whatever you want, Stevie Indica. Yeah, here in New York too. Sally, my Sally. Randos is here. What the fuck are you talking about? He's here. At the McDonald's in Central Square? He's full of shit. He's here. Maybe he's over on the other side or something. Let's get all our shit together, take a walk over there. I don't know what to do with all this bullshit. The door doesn't, it locks, but let's get over there and do our thing. We're going to get over there and see Randos and see what's going on. Let me see this and that and the other thing. He says he's here. I think he's full of shit. He's not over here in this part of the parking lot. Let's go. Whoop, shit. Let's go. Let's go see if he's made it or if he's full of shit. He might be over there inside. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to set you here for a second. I should have put this bag up so I can put the bag over the back window so that if it does continuously rain, I didn't fix the back window because the front one was such a struggle. Well, come on now. Probably in there using the bathroom and getting his shit together anyway. But just enough like so. It's going to black this back window off. Despite the struggle and the bullshit, we're going to be all right, right? Let's throw that back in there. Not leave a mess. And hope that does it there. That other window's up. There's the old Galactic Avenger. Let's go over here. Let me, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to stick you in the old pocket. Give you one of those. Chat amongst yourself while I get my shit together. Locky. He says he's here. He said Central Square McDonald's last night. I hope I'm not tripping. I hope he really meant Central Square McDonald's because that's what he said. If Randos isn't here, then we're in the wrong place and it's going to be a shit show of a day, which it's already has been. But spread love, compassion, and hope in your life for whatever you may be going through. Oopsie-doo. Sorry, guys. I don't see his vehicle. He said, what the fuck are you talking about? Please, man. I really hope we're in the right place today. There he is. What's up, brother? How do you feel about, it's on me right now. Yeah, well, yeah, no, I know you feel weird about it. So, guys, have a great day. We're off like a herd of turtles. We'll see how everything goes. I appreciate everybody stopping in today, spreading hope and love. Feel free to check out my channel and do the next right thing today. Become part of the turtle herd. Hit that subscribe button. Catch you later.